Firstly, I'd just like to say how touched I am to be able to speak with you all this evening. So when I was asked to speak tonight, I spent a good deal of time thinking of a way I could relay my personal experience. Because it was not really an education that I gained from Seacrest, but it was my upbringing. Every phase of my childhood took place at Seacrest. In elementary school, I learned the fundamentals: how to read, how to write, what it meant to be kind and inclusive. I made it through middle school. Though at times painfully awkward, these were the years marked by many first experiences. Oh, races, team sports, overnight field trips, school dances. Growing up into yourself requires vulnerability. And at Seacrest, I developed without fear of failure or disapproval. Because if I did make mistakes, that's okay, as I learned that failure is part of the learning experience. And then high school came around. And high school offers newfound freedom to play with. You're taught how to think deeply and listen openly, encouraged to take risks and pursue new areas of study. For me in particular, I developed an interest in the environment. And I was encouraged by my teachers and friends to pursue this interest and step outside of my Seacrest community and follow my curiosities to Maine, where I ended up taking a semester to explore the Maine environment. And that's where my budding interest in ecology and sustainability blossomed. So when I returned to Seacrest, I was a crunchy granola bar. I had a lot of energetic excitement to share my newfound passion. And luckily, I had a community that completely embraced my interest to do so. I started a green team, co-taught a sustainability class with Dr. Staples, and designed a whole Earth Week activity challenge for the middle school. At Seacrest, the educational resources are personalized to your experience. So by graduation, I had grown into a confident leader ready to take hold of life. And it's because of the academic knowledge, creative outlook, and well-balanced understanding of life that I developed at Seacrest, that I've approached the future as a goldmine of opportunities. After graduating, I had the confidence to retrace my ancestry and farm throughout Sweden. And then I went on to college. Well, at Middlebury, I followed all of my curiosities and taken all sorts of classes, seeking always to push my comfort zone. And that's exactly how I landed up with my major as a geographer, and how I ended up seeking relationships with my advisor. And that landed me the opportunity to work on research related to human-wildlife conflicts in Uganda. And realizing my interest in studying the relationship between humans and the environment, I went on to work with an independent cartographer and GIS analyst, making maps. My favorite being a 3D map that highlighted the equitable ways to map COVID-19 cases in Florida. And now this semester, I'm also working with another professor on environmental policy research. As co-authors, we hope to have it set for review next fall. And honestly, I attest my tendency to maximize the present and embrace change to my upbringing at Seacrest. It's all about perspective. Life isn't a series of challenges, but opportunities. You just have to get creative. And so that's my story, all of which launched from Seacrest. And since 2004, a lot of change has also happened at Seacrest. And it's because of this continuous growth of the school that my experience was possible. Without any change, there'd been no high school to go to, never mind gardens to teach in and tracks to run. And as a geography major, I live in the integrative world of science, technology, and the arts. But I didn't discover it until college. So I'd argue that this year's Fund the Need should be called Fund the Future, because that's exactly what you'd be doing by investing in a STEM building. It's a space that fosters interdisciplinary learning. You'd be exposing students like me with new opportunities and ways of thinking. And as you can see, with that understanding, the opportunities are endless. Thank you.